Hey there, YouTube. So, today I'm going to go over or discontinued home media lines from Funimation, and today I'm going to be focusing on Funimation's anime classic line. So, if y'all haven't noticed already, Funimation is no more, and I would like to go over these releases that I have right here. That Funimation used to do back in the day, known as the Anime Classic line. I only got 4 releases right here, and I'm going to go over them. So please bear with me for a sec, and let's get on with the video. So first off is an anime I think people should actually check out, even though the manga to this particular anime is better. But I think the anime is still worth checking out if you want to check it out. And that anime is Dead Man Wonderland. Now you're probably wondering, Dead Man Wonderland. That's a stupid title for an anime to have. And yes, I do actually agree with y'all. But there's actually don't. This is one of those things where I say don't judge a book by its cover, because I think Dead Man Wonderland is actually a really good series. It's about this 14-year-old kid who gets wrongly convicted of killing his classmates. This dude gets falsely accused of killing his classmates and gets sentenced to death. He gets sentenced to capital punishment for something he didn't even do, which I think is really messed up. But what makes this series so good, I think, is its cast of characters. Like, there's Ganta Igarashi, who is trying to clear his name and stuff, and then there's this albino chick named Shiro, who is Ganta's childhood friend, who wants to help him clear his name. And then we got Shinji right here, who is one of my favorite characters in the series. Then we got Kiriko right here. She uses her powers. Like, the whole power system in the show, I think, is really unique. Like, using your own blood as a weapon, I think, is a really unique concept, and I think should have been executed a lot better. I don't know about the manga, since I've only read like the first 2 volumes, but from what I've actually read, the manga I think is way better than the anime. Yeah, I get that, but I might go back and actually reread those first 2 volumes and actually read 3 through 13. But so going over this release line, which is now discontinued. This was Funimation's other release line next to the Save Editions, which I will do a video on Funimation's Save Edition line maybe next. But yeah, let's just get down to this. So what's different about these anime classic lines that the Save Editions didn't come with is a slipcovers, which I don't really have the slipcovers anymore since I threw them away for whatever reason. So I think these release lines were better than the Save Editions, in my opinion, since you don't have to deal with those ugly green spines. So basically, Dead Man Wonderland was actually one of those series that was re-released under the line, and this was actually the very first Blu-ray release of Dead Man Wonderland in the United States, for the most part, because beforehand, Dead Man Wonderland was only released on DVD, even though it was released during the HD era of television. So yeah, and it didn't really receive a Blu-ray release until a couple of years later, like after they released it on DVD. I think this came out like 2017. So yeah, and what makes this show so infamous is it's run on the revived Toonami block that's currently going that is currently still running today. And yeah, this show became popular because of the because of that Toonami revival. I mean, this is only like a 12 episode show. If you want to go watch it, I mean, it is available on Crunchyroll. If you want to go watch it, but if you don't want to watch it on Crunchyroll, the only other legal way to watch it is to actually get the physical media release. Oh yeah, and the dub, I would say, is the best way to watch the series, like hands down. The English dub, like I think everyone who actually voiced the characters in the dub actually did a fantastic job. You got I think Craig Ayers as Gante Igarashi. He nailed it. Monica Rial, even though I kind of hate what she did to Vic Mignogna like back in 2019, 2020. I think she did a fantastic job as Shiro. Then we got Aaron Dismuke as Yo Takumi, who is the original voice of Alphonse Elric from the original Fullmetal Alchemist. I think he nailed his role like pretty damn well. And then you got Patrick Stites as his character right here. I forgot his name, but he nailed it. Like, if you have a chance, go watch Them in Wonderland. I highly recommend you do, because and watch the dub, because the dub is actually a really good dub, and I would say is my preferred way is actually the preferred way to watch it. Like, if you want to watch the Japanese version, go ahead, but I recommend the dub. I highly recommend y'all to go watch the dub, because it is actually one of the good Funimation dubs out there. And yeah, that's Them in Wonderland. Now next up is a series, well, a third season of a series that I'm a huge fan of. And it's the third season to the Tenchi Muyo Ryoki OVAs. So this is the release of this is the anime classic line re-release of Tenchi Muyo Ryoki OVA 3. And yeah, it's the continuation of the Tenchi Muyo OVA collection. Now this third season is not as good as the first two seasons, but I think it's still pretty good. I mean, it's 7 episodes spread across 3 discs, because Funimation uses like the same discs that were released separately. Like, you got like if you open it up, like the first 2 discs both have 3 episodes on it, and then the entire third disc is just the final episode. Yeah, because that's how they did stuff back in the day. And yeah, this basically is a continuation of the first 2 OVAs. Like, after you watch OVAs 1 and 2, you watch this. So yeah. And if you want to watch this DVD set is the only way to actually watch it. And you're kind of screwed if you want to watch the first 2 OVAs anyway, since the Blu-ray DVD combo pack set that I own is like long out of print now, and there's no way to legally stream it. So, but you can watch the third season if you don't mind actually getting this DVD right here. Just be warned, y'all will be confused by this. So just laying that out there right now, y'all will be confused by this if you don't watch the first two OVA seasons. So that's Tenchi Muyo Ryoki OVA 3. So next up is, I think, is a pretty underrated series. And this used to air on Adult Swim, like, back in 2003. Like, back when this aired on Adult Swim, I mean, I wasn't really allowed to watch Adult Swim, because I think I was, like, around maybe, like, 5 or 6 when this aired. I might have been around 5, 4, when this aired on Adult Swim. And that series is Blue Gender right here. So Blue Gender is about this dude who gets a disease, and he gets cryogenically frozen. So these people can actually find a cure for the disease. But then he wakes up in 2030, like somewhere around 2030, like prematurely, and he wakes up to this post-apocalyptic world, and these giant bug creatures called the Blue that are trying to wipe out humanity. Yeah, it's one of those series, but it is also a mecha series, and they do go into space in this. This is basically like a survive of humanity thing, like Attack on Titan. Like if you like Attack on Titan, you most likely will like this. And yeah, this is another one of their like anime classic lines, which you can actually still pretty much get on Amazon, but on Crunchyroll store is nowhere to be found. So Amazon is your best bet for it, and it is still like widely available on Amazon. Now for streaming, it's nowhere to be found on streaming. Like I'm sorry to say, it is nowhere to be found like whatsoever. Like it was taken off of Funimation back in 2019. So yeah, and so before the whole Crunchyroll buyout, before Sony bought Funimation, this was taken off of legal streaming before all that happened, and yeah, and this DVD is like the only way to actually watch the series. Like this is still readily available on Amazon if you want to go buy it, and it's only like 26 episodes, and this set also comes with the Blue Gender the Warrior movie, which is the fifth disc right here. Like if you don't want to watch the 26 episodes, you can watch the movie instead, because the movie is just basically the 26 episodes put together into 2 hours with an alternate ending. If you don't want to watch the 26 episodes, so you have that option, and I think this is a really good set. And that's Blue Gender. So the last set is like long out of print, and this was never put up for streaming on Funimation at any time, and even I don't think Crunchyroll even has the rights to the show. So this last one was put under the Anime Classic line, and for whatever reason, Funimation never really put this up for streaming when it was still a thing. But this last series is Love Hina right here. So yeah, Love Hina is one of the other like pioneer like harem anime. This basically was like the Rent a Girlfriend, quintessential quintuplets. What else? Like girlfriend. Like this was that bad. Yeah, like way back in the day. Like this came out also along with like Tenchi Muyo. What other harems like Rama One Half. Uh, it's all coming back to me. Like yeah, it came around those times. Like this was one of the other like pioneers of a harem anime, and yeah. So the synopsis of this is Kitaro Urashima wants to apply to Tokyo U, and each time he takes the test, he actually fails. So he was sent to go live with his grandmother at an inn, but as he find out that what he ends up staying at is like a girl's dormitory instead of an inn. Yeah, run by his aunt, and basically this is basically just one of those series where the main character like runs an inn, and yeah, becomes like the owner of the inn. With these girls, and it's just a bunch of like slapstick and a harem hilarity. It's not as good as Tenchi Muyo though. I'm gonna stress that it's not as good as Tenchi Muyo, but I still say is actually pretty enjoyable watch. And but streaming wise, it's not up for streaming for whatever reason. But the OVA but the 3 episode OVA series, Love Hina Again, I think you could watch that. Watch it on Crunchyroll and also on Retro Crush, if y'all want to go watch the OVA just to see what what it is all about. Or another way to actually consume the series is the manga. And Kodansha USA actually put out omnibuses for the manga if you want to go read the manga, which I think is the best way to actually consume it right now, since this anime hasn't really been able to be remade yet to follow the storyline of the manga. Now, as for how many episodes this has 25 episodes. This has about 25 episodes. Well, 24 plus the 25, which episode 25 is actually considered like a special episode, if you know what I'm talking about. And there's also 2 movies which surprised either Funimation or Discotek. I didn't license when, so if Discotek can go ahead and maybe get the license to those movies and put them out on Blu-ray, I'll gladly buy them. So that's Love Hina. Oh yeah, and I gotta show this, because what was Funimation thinking about this? The risque discard. Like, yeah, this is like fan service for the masses, and what the hell were they thinking? Yeah, like, look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, and the reverse art. What the fuck, Funimation? Like, seriously, what the fuck? Yeah, that's basically it. And strangely enough, this is rated TV 14. Like, if you don't believe me, look at that. TV 14. What the fuck was Funimation thinking? Oh, and weirdly enough, you know what's most weird? This is pretty similar to Gantz and Attack on Titan. And guess what? Yeah, this is Blue Ginger, by the way. It's TV PG. What? Like, seriously? TV PG? Yeah. And yeah, this is also TV PG. Right here. You know, I think this could have been TV 14 or TVMA. Yeah, like the OVA collection. Now, for Demon Wonderland, they actually did put the right TV rating on this, if I can find it. Okay, it's right here. TVMA. And basically, Demon Wonderland is basically rated TVMA for its violence. Oh, and the English dub. Holy shit, there's a lot of cussing in the dub. Like, the first episode alone, when there's that recording of footage, like, I'm not going to say everything that goes in the recording footage, because I fucking have that I fucking have that shit memorized. Like, holy shit. Like, if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. So that's basically the video on the now discontinued anime classic line that Funimation used to do before they did their whole like anime essentials classic lines. So these are still available. The Love Hina one is now long out of print, so good luck at actually finding this. Yeah, back when I got this, it was actually still relatively available, but as soon as I bought this, it just went out of print. Like, no joke, it just went out of print. So that's basically it. Like, if you want to like go ahead, maybe leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and maybe leave a comment. And yeah, I did basically reactivate my Twitter account because I decided, yeah, whatever. So if y'all want to go follow me on there, y'all can do that, and I will be making more videos soon. And this is Patrick signing out, and keep on watching anime. And yeah, peace.